another visitor. Stay a while. Stay forever.
Welcome to Summer of Gaming, a multi-day streaming event jam-packed with
AIDS!
For even more Summer of Gaming goodness, download the TikTok app, follow IGN, and the whole time we're asking you to donate to the World Health Organization and the Bail Project charities. The Bail Project is a non-profit that pays bail for people in need. He's like, oh, guys, I got work in an hour and a half. Let me just, beat Doom Eternal from the beginning. Let's just...
Start the game on the easiest difficulty. Sorry, I was trying to focus.
I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
The number that they donated is like the personal best time for the runner who's on screen, especially because I'm a Spider-Man speedrunner. First glimpse of the PS5 where they showed the load times.
Be sure to click the donut link. The donut link. I need donuts. I got donuts on the brain. Yeah, I've never been to a GDQ.
Gotta correct that.
When you go into like a glory kill, the game just kind of pops you in there. Sometimes I'm like super confused on what's even happening. Can someone please donate 88 cents? That's all we need. Oh, we have to play the game?
Yeah.
Reset heavy category or I watched someone beat Ganon. And I was just kind of like, okay, I don't ever feel the need to
I got that experience now. Of course, SGDQ, Summer Games Done Quick, is moving online this year.
Nobody gives shit!
We've got 3 more of these showcases in the coming days. For more Summer Gaming goodness, download the TikTok app or on channel IGN1 on your Samsung TV Plus. Feel free to leave us a Yappa video comment at IGN.com and you could wind up on the stream. Guys.
We wanted to take a moment to acknowledge the unprecedented, difficult times we're facing as a global community right now.
Between the COVID-19 pandemic that has changed our lifestyles
and the unrest of a society fed up with police brutality and systemic racism.
We've also been vocal about our support of Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives
Matter.
We've been focused on driving donations to the NAACP Legal Defense Fund, the Bail Project.
We hope you'll join us.
No!
Video games. Aren't they great?
You just watched the trailer for Werewolf the Apocalypse. Bail Project is a non-profit.
Download the TikTok app.
You ever wonder how it all ends?
Hey Sydney, do you hate dinosaurs?
Well, bad news everybody, mutant dinosaurs have overtaken the Earth.
We're not really announcing every single detail of sort of the features we're supporting for the next gen at the moment, and our ultimate aim is to ensure a great silky smooth SPS experience.
Now you're taking some liberties with the sort of the science side of things, which is completely okay because video games are supposed to be fun.
We've got these 4 heroes, and they are an international cast, sort of from around the world.
It looks huge. Is it the kind of thing where that mountain over there, we could actually go all the way over there?
No. That sounds like you're like my dog or something. You're not my dog, you're my coworker. IGN Expo #1, part of IGN Summer of Gaming. Deep dives continuing tomorrow and indeed for weeks to come.
Is brought to you by Fuser.
Tired of watching IGN on those tiny cell phones and tablets?
And you can find us on mixer.com/IGN, youtube.com.
Welcome to check out this game on IGN Summer. I'm gonna shoot your faggot ass!
All the way from Sweden. So, I
can talk a little about it because I think the marketing will kill me if I reveal too much.
I feel like I have so many questions because this game is so intriguing to me.
All those things, I think, I I would hope that my particular things that I care about are also present there. So yeah.
Dickhead's getting his big ambush!
Quick question though: will someone get beaten over the head with a bicycle? You guys always go a really long way with how you approach localization.
Don't worry, it won't drag on.
Brought to you by Fuser.
Not only is IGN the world,
Give to the Bail Project Fund.
Download the TikTok app, follow IGN.
Show me the trailers. I have no idea what that's from. If you know, let us know in the chat.
She's a bitch!
And sometimes the people with the biggest smiles have the coldest hearts.
Yo.
No!
With AAA games like Mario Odyssey, Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated.
And it is a waste of your time. It's so simplistic, so monotonous, and so unrewarding.
And now for bras, you've got to jump, then you've got to double jump, then we're like, okay, let's add some more dynamic jumps. We've got triple jumps, triangle jumps, super jumps. But I have a commercial break because sometimes work assignments aren't fair.
Fuck off!
Brought to you by Fuser.
Bail Project Charities.
We take advantage of the SSDs to massively shorten loading times. Let's fast forward a bit for the sake of this presentation.
Download the TikTok app. While we're still on the subject of Observer, here's something that I've observed. Segues are very hard to write.
Holy
shit! Yeah, I'm a big fan of collecting skins.
You're a faggot!
So.
Make noise in the chat. Whisper softly in our ears. I don't know.
By Fuser. The best user-generated videos and art. Memes.
The Bail Project.
Every environmental pixel is designed to heighten the fantastical.
It's time to GTFO. Believe it or not, this is still just the first of 4 IGN Expos we put together. Collect them all. Bail Project.
We had a 2.5-hour conversation about debating the merits of nihilism.
The first experience of playing a Dark Souls game was really, in a way, like a life-changing for me.
Bring the glands back to me. The glands.
Yes.
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 Well, holy moly. Download the TikTok app.
User.
The Bail Project. Leave us a Yappa video comment. What's up, everybody? I'm Damon Hatfield here with my good friend Sam.
Miss Pac-Man. And
a very good video game. One of the absolute greatest video games ever created.
That's because there's like, this is a difficult game to put out, right?
There are 4 different games. Losing the fourth one right now.
You know, Miss Pac-Man was the #1 selling arcade game of all time in its day. We'll have to track those numbers, Damon. We'll keep on seeing it stays on top.
I know, yeah.
Actually, there'll be some really exciting stuff that we can't talk about right now, but that will be in that machine.
How the heck did you get a light gun working without a big CRT monitor?
You know, if I could tell you, they'd probably kill me because I'm not allowed to. So this one has haptic feedback, and it also has what we call nudge detection. So what they are is they're solenoids, and so the solenoids actually give you a feedback into your fingers like this.
Video gaming is on the horizon.
I'm so excited for Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Like, I literally went to the tab to notify me.
Sony patent hints at what the PS5 UI could look like.
Who gives a shit?
The dynamic use of in-game stats, tips, and videos from previous gameplay sessions offers a situation where the game will tell you how to, quote, go around hill and jump over truck.
Yeah, this is going to be huge for the speedrun community for Uncharted 2 because about 40% of that game is trying to get away from truck.
Thing that I think a lot of us do, or playing multiple games at once, or maybe we...
Because like how many times have you come back to a game after a while and you're like, oh my god, what was I doing? How does this game control? And IGN is here to bring you the latest Bail Project. You guys are still here, right? Neil Druckmann of Naughty Dog is just about to ship The Last of Us Part 2.
Video games. Aren't they great?
I like that answer because he says they're either going to make this very specific thing, which is a sequel to, or literally anything else.
I'm kind of excited to hear that
there's at least someone left to make a sequel about.
Also, someone in chat said, who remembers Jack and Daxter back on the PS2? I do. Favorite series ever.
Video gaming is on the horizon, but we also have a team of some of the world's biggest fans of your favorite franchise. Bail Project, in his game, you play a character having a really bad time.
I would have been like walking into the E3 Convention Center, and instead I was like
I think I was like standing over my kitchen sink eating pretzels and Nutella in pajama pants.
IGN, the #1 bail project.
Holy shit! You will be eligible to win a custom Xbox One. This is one of those ones that in like 10 or 15 years, collectors are going to be like, do you have one of those? Piss off my neighbors. Fuck the police and all that. So here you go.
Wow.
What's the?
I was going to say, cream of the crop, 99 cents. You guys have put me in such an awkward position. I can tell you anything about Days of Play or Xbox deals on lock, though.
No, thank you. You screwed up. I've had enough of you.
Video games have had their day. It's time to talk about some movie news, news, games, and more. The Bail Project. Someone has written a screenplay for Goonies 2.
But why?
The Goonies 2 will happen when life resumes. I promise.
Why would you do that?
There already is a Goonies 2, and it's on the NES.
Oh, come on.
Have you seen the Goonies?
I have. No, it came out in 1985, so it was 9 years before I was born.
Don't forget to let us know what you thought down in the comments, only if you thought nice things.
You've been waiting for.
Hello everyone, Yahtzee here. I love games, and I can only hope you do too, because you're going to be seeing a lot of the buggers.
Can't have a rainbow without Ryan, baby.
Hi there, I'm Richard.
You're a dick!
Just under 4,000 generous Kickstarter backers seem to agree. So, if you like what you're seeing, why not hit that wishlist button?
Desperate.
It shines! Lion Squirrel coming through!
Wavebreak itself is coming first on Stadia.
But why?
Orders received. We'll burn any who approach.
Desperate.
Riftbreaker Ashley, please report.
Good morning, Ashley.
We are Exor Studios from Poland. Base-building strategy game mixed with elements of survival, exploration, and crafting. Luckily, we were able to keep working on the game remotely. Brave's home office. The Riftbreaker is a great game for streaming too.
Motherfucker, I'll kick her ass!
Join our Discord at
No!
World premiere!
Nobody gives a shit!
We can definitely find some answers.
I love indie games. Desperate.
I won't let you go unless you promise to help me.
But why?
Why is this happening? It isn't fair. I felt so confused.
In an intricate story penned by renowned games writer Rhianna Pratchett, you will discover the inner thoughts of Izzy, our young protagonist. Explore a variety of puzzles, platforming segments to progress through an evolving landscape.
Desperate.
Game detective in a cyberpunk world.
She's depressed and willing to commit a suicide.
We can force her to reveal all the secrets that she's been hiding. Will it boost our investigation? Maybe, but it will cost us 2 lives that could be saved. What if we need one of them to appear in one of...
Desperate.
Hi, I'm Piotr and I'm indie developer from Poland. Changed the theme of the game from 80s aesthetic into cyberpunk.
Desperate.
Critical containment failure. The relictor chamber is compromised.
Desperate.
Hi. Hey. We founded Stonewheat & Sons at a military simulation company in Orlando. We wanted to work on something a little bit more creative.
Desperate.
Desperate.
That you now hear yourself scream is your own damn choice.
Desperate.
But we also didn't want to neglect the physical background of the string puppets.
Desperate.
We would describe ourselves at this stage of our careers Unreal specialists.
I love indie games.
You can count on me standing here saying, "Hello, friend. Want a coffee? Here's my desk and here are my toys. And my jar of office pickles. Perfect paranormal. We care."
Fuck you!
What are you good for, you little...
Desperate.
Hey guys, we're 210 Studios. I'm Sarah, and we were really inspired by Punch-Out.
Absolutely,
Might sound weird, but it's really important that you
know, those things happen. We do that to you, right?
Yeah.
Like you can drop your sword. Like when that happens, like do you?
Desperate.
And watch out. It may not always be smooth sailing.
What would a video game look like if someone invented it 100 years ago? The game has a crazy level of detail and articulation. You can actually see the struts, gears, and all the machinery that makes the game work while you explore a tin world.
We decided to let our artists basically draw each square inch of the game from scratch.
Desperate.
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 I am coming to you live from inside of our game. Come here, guy. Thing. Let's go send in an event. This is all stuff that fans can normally vote for. Take care and bye.
Dickhead. Desperate.
Gordon Freeman in the flesh. Or rather, in
Detroit.
Hi, my name is Jason Canham. I'm the lead designer.
You here for a good old-fashioned beating?
What?
Desperate.
Garden's story is really just everything that I've wanted to see in video games.
But the story and its themes are what really make it stand out.
My name is Erwin Lacoon, and I'm the team lead at Ape Tribe Games.
I couldn't make this up.
A game called Disjunction, which is a cyberpunk stealth action RPG.
Holy shit!
We're making Disjunction because we love stealth games, RPGs, and the cyberpunk genre, and this is a good way to combine all those things into one package.
Desperate.
Time loop rewinds. All players will be cloned, like for instance killing the guy who killed you before he kills you one of your clones, or
set in alternative prehistoric era, somewhere in Bronze Age, with some cool new ideas like fort management, survival.
Desperate.
Fuck up!
The stand.
Hope you enjoyed all those games.
No!
There's a fair bit of them in this game. The big ones really ticks are, or the tick rate is the speed that Titanfall 2 updates itself. So you can think of it kind of like frame rate if you don't really understand.
So I don't know if anybody noticed. There's this like little Mario animation that pops up on the stream every so often. I love it. That was not there yet. Oh, there it is. Wait, are you having fun in a speed run? You better knock that off. I think we lost you on the old Discord.
Yeah,
that's okay. Behind the scenes here, everybody.
Can you guys hear me? Thank you. Yeah, I was talking, I was like waiting for the reaction. I was like, oh, okay, maybe they didn't think it was that cool. We have like backups on backups on backups for this room, so we're getting through here relatively smoothly.
Now that's comedy.
I hope you get a Vegeta prompt ready when you pass 9,000.
Topical comedy!
What, 9,000? WJS, $50. For the good of all the suffering of brothers and sisters, the prizes are just the charity on the top. We are at $8,700. We need
$300.
We need three.
It's over $9,000.
Whoa! Whoa! We just got a $1,000 donation. We are at 10. Each donation has a chance to win codes for games like Resident Evil 3 and swag from companies like id Software and Bethesda. Stare at the screen and just do something like this.
Oh.
Dude, just do something wild. Ready? And hold it.
I definitely can't right now.
I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
This is my good boy. You're a very good boy.
Donate for the good boy. Yes! I've been to jail. It's not fun. Thankfully, my dad bailed me out. Not everyone has that option. Platinum Game Devs with $1. New JoJo game coming to Stadia. From Black Lives Matter, $250.
Yes,
Cash bails an outdated system and harms all community. Give me the camera. Here I am. All summer of gaming long. IGN. Oh, no, I'm reading the wrong thing.
Ow. My head.
Get him!
Multiple weeks of completely ballooned out, overstacked gaming coverage.
Both of you are wildly unprofessional, and that's why I'm very excited to work with you.
Fucking nigger.
Desperate.
Fly with jetpacks or maybe bat wings like this one here. Yep, them too. And I don't know what that dude is.
That's great, right? It's like the cherry on the shit sundae.
Desperate.
Oh, hey.
You just kind of go into whatever engine they have. They do some new graphics, but generally it's not great.
Do you have any word on the Popeye movie that I heard you were working on at one point?
No comment on any of that stuff.
Without a doubt, one of the coolest looking pixel art styles I've seen in a long time. Nick Mueller, who's a little bit static today.
Grass on the ground. And if you're standing in the grass, you can freely move through that and not get hit with an attack of opportunity.
And upload your very own epic gaming moments.
I certainly do love the epic gamer moments.
I hope someone got fired for this one. Gorgeous new cyberpunk game with a beautiful graphic novel aesthetic.
In this future, everyone has brain implants, and brain implants are used to be connected with cities, so to have any kind of interaction. Okay, so we want...
For closed has closed. For now, we're closed.
You are a good giraffe, and that's why I love you.
The kind of idea of is where blankos go or where vinyl toys go when humans aren't in the room. And the point of the editor really was to build it with a controller. We wanted to make it really easy for players to build worlds. And, you know, we live in a world of seasonal content now, so we're going to just keep getting better and better. So my background was DJ Hero and Guitar Hero, Call of Duty, Skylanders franchise, bringing in people from the mobile world as well, World of Warcraft. So the games everyone's worked on have been pretty incredible. And you can train your blankos abilities as you go through a game. But, you know, you're going to be able to buy blankos. Yeah, I mean, like you say, I think there's some great examples out there now, and we're in a different world than we were 5 or 10 years ago.
Some highly fashionable combatants. Highly fashionable combatants. Like what you see?
No! The primary game mode that we're launching with is Battle Royale. Team up with up to 3 players, and it's a 42-person lobbies. So it's sort of a blend of what would be like an ability shooter and a more MMO-style combat.
It's like puking on a pile of shit!
And so it's a little bit more like a MOBA in that way. We thought this would be kind of a cool way, a cool little reward for folks.
And our Animal Crossing New Horizons Celebrity Island tours on June 16th.
The biggest event of the year, maybe even the decade, maybe even the century. That's right, the PlayStation Vita 2 press conference starts in just... No, I'm kidding. This feels like we're real E3 right now. That's what this feels like to me.
We're doing our best.
That the price would be, quote, appealing to gamers in light of its advanced feature set, unquote. SSD is also... Another major push by Sony will be 3D audio, built into the PS5 on a system level. Sony has confirmed that the PS5 will be backward compatible with the majority of the PS4's 4,000 plus games. 4,000 plus games. The DualSense, which puts an emphasis on players feeling what happens in-game.
We are just moments away from...
This is our daily live show that takes...
We thought we'd have way more time to talk about this.
And I want to find out about that Bloodborne remaster that's been rumored about. I will play that game all over again and buy it all over again because I'm stupid.
Bring back Armored Core. Who cares? The rumored Resident Evil 4 remake, which I would also be very excited about.
Guys, I'm like positively giddy about all this today.
I'm hyped. I'm vibrating.
PlayStation 5. Let's do this.
PlayStation.
Hey!
I'm so excited. I hope you are too. We've got an amazing pre-show with some incredible YouTube creators from around the world, with, of course, everything that's happened with the sort of systemic racism and violence against the Black community. And spirit breaking for a lot of us, I think, to have 2020 be a year that has come with so much that has weighed on us. Blend of technology and entertainment, and that means the games always get better. And that I wanted to kind of recap a little bit on what we do know so far about PlayStation 5. In terms of the games, we know that we're going to see PlayStation 5 games, and you've probably heard about the SSD drive was the Unreal Engine 5 reveal that I was honored to do. No, this is not probably what every game shipping this holiday season is going to look like. Just get excited about that, whether it's 2 years away or 4 years away, we're eventually going to get there. This is the start of the sort of PlayStation 5 story. It's not everything all in one event. And even from far off places like India, they've submitted videos, and I hope we've got Matt Pat joining us, the game theorist.
This is my fucking nightmare.
Jacksepticeye joining us live.
Fuck him too!
Jack.
Hi, Papa Jeff. How's it going?
He's an
Can we just
asshole.
compliment each other's depth of field right now?
I was gonna say we're doing our best for PlayStation.
Got some generic superheroes behind me, so we don't get copyright.
I just wanted to know, is this actually going to look like my futuristic space grill, or is it going to be another kind of like flat black rectangle?
Yeah, I want to see Knack 3. I keep hearing rumors of Bloodborne PlayStation 5 PC, so I'm really excited to potentially get that. Our verified on Twitter keeps saying it, so it must be true.
Yeah, so I really like Sony and the PlayStation 4, their exclusives. I think that's where they really stand out.
It's interesting that, you know, The Last of Us 2, which is probably one of the defining games of this generation, already, you know, so incredible, and we're seeing amazing graphics and content,
It's all about what narrative does this new generation of console open up. So much of this like photorealism that we're getting in gaming right now, photorealism. I really want to see more games like Last of Us Part 2.
Are we going to keep doing that thing where we get photoreal but stay at 30?
Do we still need a console? What is going into the cloud? And, you know, how's your phone going to interface with this?
Who gives a shit? Either show off the console or give us a price. It'll give us something to kind of bite down on.
The biggest place that they can misstep, I think, is price point, right? That's always the area that people are most sensitive about. It's the one that directly affects us as the consumers.
Hello, I'm Kyle Bossman, expert video watcher.
Fuck him too!
That's like opening a can of beef ravioli and going, trust me, this smells very good. Bloodborne 2. Yup. Todd Howard's reverse hog trough.
No.
The whole world is depressed and angry right now. We have less tolerance for smugness than ever before.
Really excited to see more games brought back from the past, kind of like what they've done with the God of War 3 and the cinematic experience.
Fucking nigger.
Hey, hola amigas, amigos, yo soy Antrax, soy de Mexico.
All right, thanks very much to Antrax. All the way across the pond, our good buddy Ali A.
Fuck him
with
too!
us live. Looking very pink and looking good. I like it. Valk, what's up?
Hi!
Oh.
I played Kingdom Hearts in 3rd grade, and she would just use the cheat book and tell me where all the Dalmatians were, and just love it.
I like the dog. You've got the perfect setup here. You got the dog, the candle. It's like I feel calm all of a sudden. Kingdom Hearts, such a classic franchise. We'll see if Fortnite Next Gen is there. Probably not.
Go cancer!
But actually, there's a little bit of delay when using your controller on the PlayStation.
Oh my gosh, I love story games like the Dark Souls series, Bloodborne. I wish that would be such a surprise.
I'm a content creator on YouTube because we used to play a lot of FIFA, a lot of racing games, and I'm super looking forward for this because, you know, Fortnite is still gonna be there, so I want to see. और इस पर जो first game मैंने खेली थी वो थी God of War.
Joining us is Aaron from the Game Grumps.
Fuck him too!
Hey, man. How's it going, buddy?
How we doing?
Fuck him hard!
Hey, man, I'm all right. You know, I'm having my footage look like a VHS camcorder versus yours, which looks like the Tonight Show.
You're just doing that retro vibe, right? The 8-bit vibe, right?
That's right, man. I'm trying to bring it back.
Throwing it back to the Crash Bandicoot days.
I want to see a sequel to the Order 1886.
But why?
I want to see some Chrono Trigger remake or sequel.
There's like so many classic games that, you know, we lose because they're not always instantly playable and accessible.
I kind of feel like this one might be a little bit out there.
Like, if I can get a console that's just an abomination, like a 32X style, I think I'll be pretty pleased.
Obviously setting a very high bar for, you know, what they're going to deliver, to say that this is only possible on PS5s.
I thought we was trying to get out of this bullshit.
A look back at just some of the seminal moments of the last 25 years. And what better way to bridge our past and our future than with a game that's graced every PlayStation console? We're thrilled to open today with the news that that partnership will continue with PlayStation 5. PlayStation 5 marks the biggest generational transition our industry has yet seen.
A hero's just someone who doesn't give up.
Ratchet?
Who?
Put ray trace reflections on Clank.
Why would you do that?
Constant trade-offs between the artistic vision and technical limitations. With PS5, we're not going to be burdened like that. Will let us tell stories, make worlds, create gameplay.
He's absolutely perfect. I never seen a more beautiful man in my entire life.
The more I can feel my sanity slip away.
Oh no! What should I do?
You ever feel like you're just waiting for a sign? Sometimes I feel like I'm just standing on the edge of doing great things.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Video games. Aren't they great?
Greetings again from Co-op.
One, you just fuck off! Holy shit!
Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman.
A little glimpse of the gameplay.
What's up, everyone?
What a fucking nigger.
Y'all are not ready for this.
I ain't trying to bring you down, but for real, you might as well give up now.
Welcome to the island. I was trying to carry a lamp with my weenie hands, but I dropped it. Oh, really? Fuck!
I have something very near and dear to me.
He's a next gen fucking nigger.
Oh, yeah!
But I'm one stubborn motherfucker.
I like killing you. There's a difference.
Fucking nigger.
On behalf of the entire team at Guerrilla.
As a developer, that's an amazing feeling to have.
Welcome to PlayStation 5.
We hope you've enjoyed the first glimpse of our future today.
No!
And you've seen games that can only be enjoyed with the full range of PlayStation 5's features and power. We want you to enjoy the unique benefits of moving from one generation to the next.
You know what? Fuck you people! Kiss my ass! God damn it, hurts!
Pretty amazing. My reaction is one of excitement.
The line is starting to blur, where if you didn't know who was making it, you would just think it was this like massive studio developing it. Resident Evil Village, it just looks perfect. Just looks perfect.
What I sort of love about it is it feels like it kind of stands on its own, right? It's almost like it feels like it's something you would see in like, you know,
giant Alienware gamer thing.
How do you do, fellow
gamers?
Like a lot of consoles don't date as sort of badly or as well as they used to, and this one feels like it's very much of an era.
The horny sweeping shots of like the inside, where it's like, get a look at all the angles, baby, and it's like, oh my god,
The fact that they're introducing 2 SKUs might show that they're aware that it's going to be expensive, and it might scare people a little bit.
We got a lot of furry representation, which I am super excited for. We got some sick furry games.
A fantastic adventure to rich, lovingly handcrafted, sprawling, immersive, living, breathing sandbox locations.
It is so systems rich, and our team is amazing at pushing all of the systems, where we can continue to push all of our systems without having to hold back.
With this haptic feedback, and again, you know, I can't describe it because I haven't had a chance to try the controller. Meeting small teams and developers who dream of one day being on a stage like the Game Awards, and talk about Goodbye Volcano High. Salim, bye.
We've been making games for almost 8 years now as a small, tiny indie studio in Montreal. So you're not moving the characters. So every shot in our trailer is actually from the gameplay.
Fuck you and your pussy.
As you progress through the story, you just have different shots and different conversations, which are all like fully voice acted. And we're doing this thing that we call haptic storytelling.
I don't give a piece of shit.
The team making this game is about 15 to 18 people.
You have to look at what Sony did today and say, all right, that was like pretty exciting.
No!
All right, we got a trailer actually.
Nobody gives a shit!
You didn't get God of War today, but you got Tribes of Midgard. Another Canadian developer.
You wondered, what was that singing in the trailer that you heard, and what were they singing? Well, head over to Discord and our...
Or something, or how are you guys building this game? Like, what is it?
Yeah, we're in UE4.
Maybe one day I'll be lucky enough to have like a DualSense or a PS5 I can hold up here for you guys and do an unboxing or something. I think they hit it out of the park, at least with the design of the console.
What a fucking dumbass!
And thanks again to YouTube and for PlayStation, and to PlayStation for putting this this great event on today. Have a good day, night.
I didn't even know what to say.
I know. Well, I did that whole intro muted, so we're off to a great start. Digital only, and then a regular version with a disc drive on it. Jonathan?
Yeah, I think it's genius. Jonathan, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm very excited.
You're all good. No, we're all so excited.
We could actually see these consoles be comparable in price if the digital one is offset by having a much bigger drive. If there's something like 3 terabytes in there.
Thought it was going to be more conservative, you know.
Pretty much acknowledging that, yeah, a lot of people use this as their dedicated, you know, media device. But I almost feel like that's stuff that we can't fully properly comprehend.
You know, I've always said I wasn't super keen on Horizon 2 coming out like at launch, but like what we've seen already, you know, Sony really has established her as one of PlayStation's biggest and strongest mascots, and I'm stoked to see her come back.
So I think we're going to see a totally ruined San Francisco, you know, ruined in a much more imaginative way than it actually is.
Whatever the price is, you want to play the next Spider-Man game.
No!
Some of the more ancient Resident Evil games, like 4.
It clearly, I think, was the best example of PS5's SSD. The way that Ratchet is jumping from different environment to different environment.
I don't know if it had sort of Souls-like elements. It felt like sort of like a Souls-like for kids.
For me, the aesthetic is so gorgeous, and it's got cats in it.
There was a guy that took a picture of his router and put 2 white envelopes on the side.
We will inevitably argue about it back and forth until we all have one in our homes, and then we'll just forget that it was once dumb looking.
Don't ask questions. Just
consume product and then get excited for next product.
We didn't even recognize it at first, and I'd sunk hours and hours into this game.
Show you all these cool moments. It looks like a skyscraper in Dubai, custom PC tower from the 90s or 2000s, but
kind of possibly indicate comes off of the really well-acclaimed 2016 reboot. Oh, interesting. The Resident Evil press release just
Welcome back to these third-party exclusives.
Microsoft's they got to start doing this. I mean, it clearly works.
I was a bit of a latecomer to the series as a whole, and 7 kind of kickstarted my real interest and love for it.
We knew ahead of time was going to be broadcast in 1080-30, but I have little doubt that once we see clean 4K 60 gameplay,
it would be nice to know that stuff.
Halo Infinite versus Miles Morales this fall, everybody wins.
Last week's poll was, is cross-generational compatibility important to you? Nearly 57% said, no, I'm getting a next-gen console to play games my current console can't. It's software. And if you give more...
Hey everyone, welcome to IGN New Games Report. Akeem, I messed up your last name. I meant to say Lewanson and I said Lawson. Let's see what the people have to say about the PlayStation 5 review. Somebody gonna count me back in on this? Sweet. Dan, I didn't know you were counting down to me, bud. Thank you so much for that yap. We're gonna take a quick break, and after that, mixed reactions on social. I'm not gonna lie. Some people like it, some people love it.
PlayStation 5 on its side, although it does look a little bit precarious. I'm not a rocket doctor, but I trust that the people know what they're doing.
Kotaku specifically wrote an article right away that was just like, hey, this is ugly. We did see 2 models today, right? Any speculation as to what those the differences in those models might be? Okay, so apologies. I didn't know that was already a known quantity.
Discless version now in the trailer, I can't imagine it would look good on its side or have the same hovering effect.
Awesome job, IGN.
Wow. What a great yap that was. Am I right?
Yeah, thanks for submitting that.
Question to the panel. Did anybody else hear that?
If you yap, I will respond to your yap.
The first console I get is generally in line with what all of my friends get, so I want to be on the bandwagon with my friends.
E3 2016, when they announced just a bunch of blockbusters back to back to back, and I kind of expected that to be the case here. And I don't 100% know if it worked as well as it could have.
I was hoping for some backward compatibility, and he kind of like dashed my dreams of that being addressed.
Hey, so if Dan is giving me instructions, I'm having a really hard time hearing him. I think he told me a Resident Evil game in the same way that Resident Evil 7 was, but that game felt like a Resident Evil game.
Kickstarted this game back in 2014 and it just disappeared. The comments, compared it to Sekiro, but I think that's only because they both have samurais.
And until then, be excellent to each other.
See you guys on Yappa.
Things are gonna be okay.
We have to talk about Sony's PlayStation 5. 68% of IGN readers say they love the PlayStation 5 console design.
The controller, which looks comfortable and maneuverable.
Jim Ryan explaining the design choice today. He said, and we kind of felt it would be nice to provide a design that would really grace most living areas. That's what we've tried to do. And we think we've been successful in that. Jim Ryan, my wife would beg to differ with you.
The digital one was that design. Do you know what I mean? And then like the disk drive one was kind of had a little hernia going on,
Jim Ryan said that there's no plans to reveal the price anytime soon.
Cyberpunk and Cats together at last.
Fuck you!
We're going to be eliminating these kind of like broad open spaces that need to just be kind of bland to fill like loading times in. It would have been really nice just to have a little bit more of that SSD showcase happening here.
They should just call it a sequel, but I guess they're worried that like people think it's too small or something, which kind of worries me. I don't really know. I hope this is kind of open world. You can do that in first person with a Resident Evil game. Revealed for the first time this week, and this is not a troll pick, as Damon keeps on accusing me of. Alex Kidd.
You motherfuckers!
He does the follow-up. Are you kidding me? We can't possibly be this lucky. And we're not. He doesn't push me through. Just as I expected, he debated us.
Motherfucker,
he's doing absolutely nothing. Unbelievable. Look at this jabroni. Oh my God, Bloodborne is in a mood already. There's a group of jabronis to the left, fastest mollies in the business. Nobody picks up mollies faster than me. I guarantee it.
The pop-up below J Hobbs, it's amazing. Can we run it again? There it is. It's so good. Henry with $20 says
it's time to kick it and chew bubble gum.
Thrilled The Wolf with $20 who says, so let me just bring that up because I am a prepared boy that never is behind on anything. Animal Crossing is the Dark Souls of farming games.
Holy shit!
A lot of the chat is asking for beard lore.
Oh, beard lore. Okay, so basically, we got the tree skip, which saves all of no time. There doesn't seem to be anyone hearing me right now. I'm not sure why.
I'm gonna see if we can get him to reset Discord here, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear you guys right now.
Hey, there it is.
All right, there we go.
Mark plays Fallout 76 with $1. I do play a lot of Fallout 76. All right, real quick. JWeave226 with $70 who says, keep it up.
That boss attempt number 2 coming.
We have a minute to kill the final boss in the game.
We told everyone that if we hit 21K, we're now at 21,237. So yeah, wow. you have all.
We'll tell you. Wait a minute.
Oh, really? Fuck!
Desperate.
This is now a persistent world where we can bake the lighting solution, and you can tell how much prettier now the.
Stop! Hammer time. That was really bad.
Video games are a wonderful way to experience the thrill of activities that might be extremely painful in real life, such as kissing. A quick, painless commercial break, which might have a little bit of pain.
Oh, you did know that? Wow, what a waste of your time then. I'm sorry.
How dare you waste these good people's time?
Desperate.
No!
One day when I grow up, I hope to too become an award-winning strategy series.
Are you registered to vote? Are you remembering to recycle? Do the pets have enough water? It's very hot during the summertime. Hey, look who's here. It's us again.
Desperate.
We've seen how much traffic our SpongeBob stuff gets on IGN. You all click it.
Before we get started, let's get started. Blanco's Block Party for being our top donor at $1,000. Wow.
Cat game. Cat game. Cat game. Cat game.
I think she spoke for all of us by chanting "cat game" repeatedly.
Because when this popped up yesterday, I was like, "Oh, I'm buying PlayStation 5 now."
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next product.
Her victim's eyelids poetically making their final few flutters next to the butterfly now tattooed on Ellie's forearm.
What? IGN Summer of Gaming is presented by The Last of Us Part 2.
My teleprompter is failing me. My favorite. Where the lights don't work. We're talking about. Ignore that. I'm pausing for some kind of affirmation of our friendship.
Here is the PlayStation 5 in all of its dumbass glory. Weird birth control looking space air purifier. I was typing in like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure PS5 meme.
Yeah!
I love that somebody just had they just had, first of all, a binder, and then also a PS2 just out. I'm going to take a picture and get tons of retweets. I'm going to go get that out. And I tried to pull it out of the cabinet, and I knocked over a vase and shattered it, and the glass went everywhere.
Max, you made this Horizon Zero Dawn one.
Anyway,
Max,
moving on.
you and I are both weirdly curvy, and we've made it work in this world of ours. I can exclusively reveal that in God of War 2, the boy is now the boat.
Fuck it!
And they allowed us to reveal an exclusive first look at what Yu-Gi-Oh is going to look like in the upcoming Yu-Gi-Oh animated series. This is Yu-Gi-Oh.
This is bullshit!
Am I going to be able to fit this in my entertainment center?
No!
Have you seen my new mashup anime, Yu Jojo Geo? Stick around because we are not stopping.
Oh, shit!
tinyBuild, non-E3, non-press conference. And I was going to do plans how we're not going to reveal games, but come on. And of course, talk about Hello Guest.
Who gives a shit?
Let's talk about Raw Men.
Faggot!
Visually stunning and aesthetically pleasing. Visually stunning and aesthetically pleasing.
Smoke grass, slide fast, lead it, baby, let's go! Holy shit!
And you know what I've always wanted? Game. School. Now let's talk about some gorgeous pixel art for a second. Undungeon is a gorgeous action RPG. Trash Sailors is a gorgeous, hand-drawn.
Which of your most treasured memories would you forge into weapons to cut through the forces of death?
Our secret neighbor Discord.
Fuck off! The chemicals, they're pumping it full of belief juice.
Stay inside. Pretend it's not happening until we tell you it's all over.
Alpha for the game and is DRM-free distributable. You're welcome. Here is the announcement trailer, which will be followed by 17 minutes of unedited gameplay.
You motherfuckers!
Why? What's happening, everyone?
Fucking nigger.
And our great friends at Kind of Funny. But we cannot ignore the tragedies of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, and the other black victims of police brutality.
Video games. Aren't they great?
And we put together the Black Voices in Gaming stream.
Video games.
Please welcome your host, Game Awards trending gamer, Greg Miller.
This is my fucking nightmare.
Live from our sanitized and empty studio. This is System Shock.
This is bullshit!
You thought you could control us.
Desperate.
Desperate.
We started the Kind of Funny Games Showcase to make sure indie games weren't lost in the wake of big budget titles. Why are indie games so important?
The experiences help to push gaming entertainment to new heights.
Exactly. Gotta support your indie devs with hot new titles just like these.
Rocky is a modern-day tale of courage and adventure.
Desperate.
Hi, we're Feral Cat Den, a local design studio.
So of course we're inspired by, the classic noir films, which usually have a pretty jazzy soundtrack.
World premiere.
Who gives a shit?
Welcome to Purgatory. Whoa.
Fucking nigger.
Repost your way to victory. Oh, not again. Were heroes always this fragile? We're no
Desperate.
I'm all you've got in this forsaken. Desperate.
In Boyfriend Dungeon, you need to get stronger to go further. Fighting in the dunge. Here, I'm dating Sunder the Talwar. Wishlist
Desperate.
Boyfriend Dungeon.
Holy shit!
Hi everybody and welcome to community update number 3. We've been recording again, and if we can hit a certain speed and
what makes a true RPG now on the Epic Games Store.
I hope someone got fired for this one.
They say there ain't no such thing.
we make a game Dwarf Fortress. Desperate. And the biggest update about it is that we're bringing graphics to the game.
Are you ready to find the next game you'll love more than anything else? That's the worst transition of the show, I promise.
I hope
Greg Miller
got fired for this one.
Hey guys, we hope you're doing okay.
Because we try to rebuild it so it feels like a native mobile experience.
Desperate.
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 We know you got literally nowhere else to go.
You're an asshole, I'm gonna kick your ass!
I'm just a little bit annoyed that we have to start our own presentation.
I'm Brenda Romero, game director for Empire of Sin.
And as with many game designers, if you really want to play something and it's not there, then you make it.
But you know, I mean, every family has some skeletons in the closet. I'm sure your family is no different.
Don't forget to wishlist it.
Desperate.
As I mentioned before, you can wishlist it on Steam right now.
Since I lived in Seattle for 6 months, it's really good to have a map. Thank you for...
She has spent her time in California, establishing the Anarch-Free State there.
Please stay safe, stay sane, wash your hands and play some games.
You can wishlist the games, but we are far from done.
The nightmare is far from over.
Go catch your death! Why don't you just fuck off?
As you guys can see, I'm missing my left eye.
Do a barrel roll.
What size you are, what gender you are.
This is the PC Gaming Show. New World, Amazon's upcoming open world MMO.
It's like puking on a pile of shit.
Why, hello there, PC
What's that
Gaming
dumbass
Show.
one now?
One of my favorite franchises. If you can name this tune, maybe you'll recognize what it is.
+50 games we're going to be looking at.
For more than 40 games.
I want to take a moment to address the ongoing situation in America
Don't
today.
give a shit!
There are many, many more people fighting for something far, far more important. The struggle against memes and the systemic oppression of PC gamers. We know that Black Lives Matter.
No!
Hello, Sean, and hello to everyone watching
We're gonna
around
fuck
the
her
world.
what?
Desperate.
In early access for $29.99.
Blanco's Block Party.
You can now, for the very first time, set foot on our planets.
Desperate.
But our broadcast is being hijacked by another host.
Not again.
Maybe you saw me host the Guerrilla Collective live stream earlier today. No, I didn't watch. Okay, well, that's all.
Faggot! You motherfucker!
Persona 4 Golden is a masterpiece.
Well, that was weird.
Coming to PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X as it ushers you through the deepest corners of your psyche. It sounds like every night before I go to sleep, honestly.
What a bunch of bullshit.
Cool.
No!
I mean, some guys come out here, they show like some cinematic trailer and then tell you it's coming out in a year. Not Fortnite.com, I can't believe it's not Hexen.com, DeaderSpace.com, DevilMayQuake.com, and BeefWithGuns.com.
Not your browser history, that's easy and absolutely vital. Create a civilization that's as unique as you are.
Why don't you join me in my chambers? Come on. Come on. I know there's a lot of PC gamers that maybe feel like you abandoned DayZ, other projects.
So we're very cognizant of how much content we need to provide gamers.
What? Or would you just give all the home appliances RGB lighting?
Desperate.
Keen observers will notice that this is running in Unreal Engine 5. Go on over to the Epic Game Store and wishlist it now.
Desperate.
Your supreme leader, Kane.
This is Blanco's Block Party.
Shoot and jump and fly!
We've also seen in games like Fortnite these in-game events. These kinds of
Video games. Aren't they great?
If a horse shows up at your door and you don't remember ordering a horse, it's probably best to keep the door shut.
Immortal.
This build is centered around Intel's CPU and overclocking, especially useful in epic strategy games like A Total War Saga, Troy, and temperatures are kept at a nominal level thanks to 9 RGB fans running alongside liquid cooling.
What the paper says, ain't it? And what's it to you?
I gotta know, do you have any contacts in the Mafia?
Sean, I have left that life behind me. I'm programmed not to form relationships with organized crime.
I hope someone got fired for this one.
Hayden, black men.
How do you do, fellow nigger?
Rebuilt from the ground up. In order to kind of meet the expectations of today's gamers, we have, really great facial scanning and likeness capture.
You're being employed by the devil himself, a job that has my name written all over it.
The player's very first duel with the elusive adversary. And last, a game that has been so popular on Twitch.
Give that ball! We had all that fun with Frankie in the shark suit, which I'm kind of missing.
We've already taken a look at some Epic Game Store exclusives.
I don't give a piece of shit!
Oh, sorry.
Desperate.
Kill them. Whoa, you.
Desperate.
Hero. Our ancient powers.
I'm so happy that you've been sending in your reactions, your memes.
I am pissed!
Furious at a few, but I'm confused by none because you're just making a lot of sense today. Amazon Games' New World.
Here on the PC Gaming Show, we're big fans of Life is Strange.
Oh, that
Available to wishlist
Desperate.
now on the Epic Game Store.
The good news, though, at least...
Hello everybody, Felicia Day here.
I'll go first.
Each one of the characters has their own skill sets, or lack thereof.
You roach! I'm pissed. Ha! Pleased to meet you, pissed. I'm Remax.
What a burn!
Desperate.
Desperate.
No!
And with that, the 2020 PC Gaming Show is now complete.
I'm actually off with my little evil sidekick now to take over the world, and I really, really do look forward to being your evil Emperor Overlord.
All you ever do is stay at home and play your tits and whip your ass at the same time!
Coming up next is the Future Games Show.
Runcredits.exe. The show is over.
It's time to stop!
You've got to be kidding.
World premiere.
Nobody gave a shit!
What a way to start, right? I am Nolan North, and many of you may know me as your ghost from Destiny, or perhaps the individual from Call of Duty series, or even the Penguin from the Autumn series.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Nolan, we get it. We get it.
Even I haven't been told about them yet.
Wait, they didn't tell you about them?
What, they told you?
No, like they really didn't tell you about them?
Video games. Aren't they great?
Desperate.
But it turns out her sister's not interested in joining the crew.
Exclusive.
The game that stole the show at the recent Xbox Series X showcase.
Although Call of the Sea is a puzzle game, I would say that it is the narrative that drives the game. Actress Cissy Jones, we adore her acting in Firewatch and her ability to create a strong presence.
Sherlock Holmes. But this time, he's a youthful, more arrogant version team from Lebanon, including a former Pixar artist.
Desperate.
Desperate.
Chris Tales is our indie love letter.
Be heard. Join
Desperate.
the revolution.
This level is based on something that's really key to skateboarding, which is the California school environment.
Our next game bills itself as Synthwave FPS.
Holy shit! Fuck!
Come on, you're dying here.
What are you talking about? I'm not that bad.
It's set within a coma where you explore your memories.
Desperate.
Which boldly goes as close as its licensing team allows.
Holy shit!
Ooh, let's get some of those cool wipey things in this part, Gina.
My name is Ben Tester, and I'm head of marketing at Wells Interactive. But if the enemies are close, then holding your breath is the only option. If you mistime this and run out of breath, then even your panting will get you killed. You can wishlist the game now.
Desperate.
on Steam.
Hey Nolan, you can open your eyes now.
Our next game appeared in our sister event, the PC Gaming Show, just a few hours ago.
And now for something completely different.
Everybody loves playing board games. Now they're finally cool. Let me just load it up for you.
This looks kind of dangerous.
Head on over right now to Steam right now to wish list it up.
Desperate.
Right now.
Our new game's Blanco's Block Party. Ownership is a key part of the experience. So our proprietary technology platform provides true ownership of what players buy and create through verifiable assets.
Companies like Google Stadia continuing to push the boundaries of cloud games.
We can already make game worlds that are almost too big for the amount of content that we put in them.
Using technologies like semantic ML to help game characters feel more responsive and alive.
Replacing scripted interactions with organic conversations. This live demo from Russian AI project LiveMind literally puts words into Geralt's mouth.
People are going to play games in a more and more social manner, and it'll be strange in the future if you find someone that's actually playing a game purely solo and never plays any game with other people.
And we'll be able to come to rely on game engines to do so much of what we couldn't do before.
We'd like to thank everyone who gave up their time to bring us that insight.
Desperate.
Allow us to
play. It sounds like you that time you tried to play Crash Bandicoot.
What? Being able to play Rogue Company at 60 FPS as I sit on the couch and my wife is watching another episode of Love Island is a dream come true.
Next time on the Outriders broadcast. Coming next month.
It's called the pre-flight inspection.
Without warning, the Nazis unleashed the full might of their nuclear arsenal on their homeland and Eastern Europe. Its goal has been to construct a network of hidden underground bunkers meant to shelter an Aryan master race society until it can emerge and rule the post-nuclear landscape.
Desperate.
The Kingdom of the Gusty Willows.
What kind of fake name is that? It is not called the Kingdom of Gusty Willows. Can I make it extremely clear? This is not called the Kingdom of the Gusty Willows.
You play as Kana. She's a spirit guide.
Well, I think that's it.
It wouldn't be a game show without that, you know. We got one more thing.
Last time I gave a shit, I got fucked!
I hope someone got fired for this one.
Desperate.
Save me from the nothing I've become.
George Floyd, Breonna Taylor,
Well, we're not giving you a chance to catch your breath.
The eternal cylinder. Mutate. Adapt. Evolve.
Hey everyone, I'm One Hasmir. Alright, as I'm gonna play your guitar here, we'll open the door to access a new area.
Ma, there's a weird fucking stray cat outside! It looks like grandma, the fucking thing!
Desperate.
Yeah, I make games occasionally. This is Troy Baker.
Why don't you just fuck off?
Mechanic where we're using because I was playing. Oh, thank you. It sounded like I didn't understand it. Oh, I
understand. Hey man, it's me, Kevin Smith. This goes out to all you video gamers.
Motherfucker, I'll kick her ass!
One-dimensional person to talk about two-dimensional games.
Desperate.
Unlike Nina's energy, Ace's style bar recharges quickly.
Desperate.
What is this shit? Holy the fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
This is Evil Genius 2.
A henchman you can reach in and give them specific orders.
You may have heard my music before, within series such as Harry Potter. Jason.
Don't forget to add Evil Genius 2 to your Steam wishlist.
Desperate.
Desperate.
We have to nuke the polls, Amy.
Desperate.
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 Persona 4 Golden is back. Gets involved in a series of bizarre murders, just like all of us. And of course, Nanako. Protect her at all costs.
You know, as a YouTuber,
You faggot!
I'll make this quick.
You have bomb!
Every day is something.
This song pisses me off!
What is that?
What is that thing?
Down and need a friend.
Desperate.
Isn't a research station so now what we really need?
Desperate.
The crowd-funded YouTube channel.
You motherfuckers!
Shall we keep the show going?
No!
Desperate.
Desperate.
I love you?
Okay, that's not what I was expecting, but...
Funny story, a lot of people on the internet call me Trash Sailor. They just leave off the sailor part.
Desperate.
Lady Love dies. Reporting.
I'll throw my shoes, you faggot ass!
Thank you all for supporting the Guerrilla Collective. Guerrilla.
A very special treat.
And yeah,
appreciate it.
I will enjoy it. I will enjoy it. So yeah, like we're like.
It's a game about trying your best. Now, I grew up in the 90s playing skateboarding games, and as a genre, they just kind of stopped existing.
Throw giant boulders, shock the...
Trash Sailors is a co-op game about...
Call of the Sea is a first-person...
People make these games.
We thought that seniors and older people are left out of the dialogue. We just don't see it portrayed very often in a way that's sympathetic or in a way that's sexy, charming.
The game was initially funded with a successful Kickstarter in 2019. Increase my funding, which will help improve the game.
In Blockland is a cooperative arcade.
Alright, so he told me I just need to start the ritual. So first, I'm just going to take a quick look.
While 2020 has been a trash fire.
Desperate.
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 We still have one more day of demos.
What the fuck?
It's been our pleasure to serve you.
Faggot! Now, let's just stop for a moment and take this in, okay? This is my fucking nightmare.
I hope someone got fired for this one. Video games. Aren't they great?
Welcome back to the final day of the Guerrilla Collective.
We got 7 games today that we're going to be showcasing. Last week we did the Black Voices.
Years of torment and horror, like the world had never seen before.
And that was a dope trailer.
Fuck you!
This kind of snow fight scene, and it gives the characters actually way more substance, I'd say. It's even more interesting than fighting AI, but that's just me. So if you are
He got defeated. What can you tell us?
In the tutorial.
In the tutorial.
I'm trying to right now talk to you via my cell phone, and I'm using mobile data. So if anything happens, then
there's a lot of strategy in that game, which is really cool.
Roll the trailer, sir.
Hey, you! All you need is just one word. It's the word no!
No!
Desperate.
Son of a bitch!
No, I was just protecting.
Oh, hey.
How's it
Hello.
going?
Yeah, you're stuck, you
Old
faggot!
school PS1 games. But there's one in particular called Incredible Crisis that I used to love.
You can say yes, no, maybe, or interesting. What do you think? And they always react to whatever you say. Let's just throw away all the other things. Let's just focus on no. Isn't that hilarious?
Yeah.
What a bunch! What a bunch!
This game is so amazing. Everybody wish listed.
Desperate.
I think we need to celebrate this kind of ingenuity and interesting kind of design. What we have next? Boyfriend Dungeon, the highly anticipated game.
Nerve-wracking, but also exciting. I never felt like I was able to date all the people I wanted to, and I wanted to be able to date all the different kinds of people. I was surprised a few years ago that, you know, that game still didn't really exist, so we had to make it.
Initially, it reminded me of Persona, the old, like one of the first two Personas.
And the Kickstarter that we ran a couple of years ago, we announced 9. We're probably going to launch with 7 and then have 2 come out as free DLC.
Cool.
At least free for Kickstarter backers. We haven't decided if we're gonna charge after that. Manifestations of your own fears and insecurities. So it's sort of like a form of therapy that's a little bit more violent.
Video games. Aren't they great?
Well, here's what I do is to do the and he says there's people that you have to do, you know, feeling a little bit cold and stagnant, like why are you also cold technologies? Is it about your station? Is it about your getting outdated? Is it your health technology?
This kid absolutely loves the game, but just really struggles with some of the platforming segments.
Yeah.
And having the child able to like teleport up made their experience a million times better.
If it's not a battle, where's the fun?
Make sure to wish list.
Desperate.
What is poppin', Adam?
Give that ball!
Being British, we're low on confidence.
So right now, can you wish list on Steam? System Shock.
Last time I gave a shit, I got fucked!
Glad to be here to talk Shock.
Talk Shock.
Go
or
on.
talk shiznits.
Motherfucker, I'll kick her ass!
Go out and find those games that you and I both played as kids so that not only we can enjoy them, but new generations can enjoy them as well. As good as it was back in 1994, it was very obtuse. The control scheme was kind of notoriously difficult to master. It was up against games like Doom, so it just didn't really have the chance to really breathe and to show what it had to offer.
As you get close to things, they still have this sort of pixelated, but then as you get farther away, you know, you have that incredible lighting.
Exactly how System Shock would look today.
Fuck you!
And you can wish list it now on Steam.
Desperate.
The Eternal Cylinder. I know you guys were looking for, in the chat, we're looking for that to roll you guys over. The game is so dope that people are accusing it of breaking the stream.
Asshole!
And it's a survival game, but not a survival game. It's an adventure game, but not an adventure game. And we have to sort of build the world as you move forward. So we constantly have to load in the environment. I don't know if it's going to work with a controller now.
The Guerrilla Collective is now over. We want to thank IGN, GameSpot, Valve, I said IGN twice. Kind of funny of
Not E3, I don't know, what are we calling? There's just showcases and events every day now. But for real.
Welcome back to IGN's Summer of Gaming. We are also joined by speedrunner I Can't Even.
The main movement tech in the run is just bunny hopping.
We actually had bunny hopping in 2 of the speedruns here.
About 2 years ago, the community decided that we didn't have to do this, and then now we can load a save shortly before the beginning of the run.
A few folks are liking your Shrek DVD you have in the background there.
We're going to be probably breaking the notion of what some people would consider inbounds.
This is a long weekend. I'm discovering that I can't read anymore. So what's supposed to be happening?
Okay, there it is. This is like
All
6th
right.
or 7th try.
First,
Wow.
6th try.
Yeah, in typical marathon fashion, it did not go well. For the sake that you guys can see it, and also
because it is allowed by the rules. There's just a quick command that kind of turns the lights back on.
It says Summer of Gaming Portal 2 Hype. It's the only time I'll allow the word hype on the stream. The infamous, hey guys, I need everyone to be quiet, and then we talk the second the audio cue happens.
Yeah.
Inflame with $1. I don't agree with what you're saying in your
Do you really think this
donation thing here.
Flame, it's probably something along the lines of Celeste is a bad game.
More just like all speedruns in general.
Oh, well.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
What a jokester.
Really good donation here from the Iron Fox, $10, who says, save the frames, kill the animals. Oh wait, wrong event. So Inflame with $1 says,
speedruns like this bore me. It's all nice and dandy that they beat the game like this, but I prefer speedruns that are actually about the speed of the player, not how well he can abuse glitches in the game.
You heard it here first. Stop speedrunning. It's over. Our goal right now is 24K. 10 minutes to Expo 4. $822.
We could totally make that happen within 3 minutes.
More than enough time.
Who doesn't want to donate to COVID relief in the Bail Project? I mean, come on.
Desperate.
Happy to kind of be here via webcam.
Fuck! Nobody gives a shit!
So here's this giant enemy crab.
Did you guys anticipate the excitement for Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated? I know people in my office as well were just like freaking out. 4. Do you remember when you do that? Oh wait, that's not 4. It's fine. New World War Mode.
Nick, I like you a lot. I just want to say
the gay community.
Don't lie to me, Mitchell.
No, this is true.
No need to lie on camera.
This is true, Nick. I like you a lot.
We unleash hell.
To war!
Oh, I see him.
Oh, it's Nick. Go away. Come on.
Oh, he's retreating. Oh. Victory! Yay, well done. Getting bullied. I can't let that happen. He's dancing on my body.
I hope someone got fired for this one.
And now we get to talk about a brand new game called New World.
Are we seeing some sort of exploration here? Yes, so...
Tony Hawk, the actual skater, and much, much more.
What were the most exciting things to develop for With Scarlet Nexus?
Yeah, so we're very, very excited to be developing for this new hardware, new specs and everything. And yeah, I think we'll be able to bring a new sort of experience of RPGs with this new console and hardware.
Okay.
I hope Miranda Sanchez got fired for this one.
The intensity and what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word? I'm sorry.
Dickheads get his big English!
Yeah, I forget.
Got it.
Oh, sorry. The word I forgot in the previous bit was immersion. Sorry about that. We want both owners of the PS4 and PS5 to have the PS5 will come with its own sort of unique services. So the interaction between the different within the new PS5 features and services.
Okay, well, I definitely can't wait to hear what those are eventually. But
and all that in cool anime-inspired graphics. All the technical tricks we had to pull off to achieve that OG arcade feel of the visuals.
The Forgotten City started out as a Skyrim mod.
Holy shit!
I feel like you've got an impressive bookshelf behind you. How much of...
Thank you. We have engaged the services of a wonderful historical consultant. I'm not quite ready to talk about him just yet.
Now, obviously you have a lot of freedom when you're...
Take a turn-based Earthbound-inspired RPG and somehow make that even weirder.
thanks for rocking with us. And while you do, we'll keep things rolling. See, it was a joke. It was a joke with a payoff.
I hope Miranda Sanchez got fired for this one.
Plenty of Metrovanias that I've played are all pretty linear in the way that you have to collect ability A, B, C to progress through the game.
Now, our producer is asking us to use that as a segue to recompile our social and charity information. I'm very sorry. I hope I got fired for this one.
By the Army National Guard.
But why?
Negro children.
We are nearing the end of our 4th IGN Expo. Destroy all humans! The game, not the directive.
Stay true to the identity of this game and kind of ramp it a bit up to 11, but not too much.
I can't believe it. That's it for IGN Expo number 4. Somehow IGN Summer of Gaming continues.
They get that version of the game for free when they choose to upgrade to Xbox Series X. So it's a technology that we developed. So there's a whole breadth of new capabilities that are only possible on the Xbox Series X, or games that choose to run at 60 frames a second or higher. And then we handle all of the complexity on the back end.
So I will be reading some of your donations in voices.
This is my fucking nightmare.
Are you ready, Miranda?
Aye, aye, Captain. I think it's really cool to come to this and say, like, oh, this is what I imagined it being like, or remember it being like as a kid, except now I'm an adult and everything has changed.
Donated to the Bell Project, and it, you know, Miranda, you mentioned money. I hope you know that, right? Oh man, that really hurts my voice.
I think the thing that I love most is like the texture of the rock, the purple rock on the wall. It's just so nice and just very pleasing, and there's a lot of it. Yeah, which is crazy. It's a MOBA for Adventure Time, but I'm like, if you guys don't know, I am super into MOBAs, so that was an awesome thing. What is your favorite SpongeBob meme?
That's great, right? It's like the cherry on the shit sundae.
Chilling like villains.
Did you just make that up, Seth? That's pretty clever.
I did,
feel
yeah.
like you could do...
If I'm playing multiplayer and I know my friends are playing a different game, like I'll just switch games.
I was so motion sick, like I wanted to die, but at the same time I was smiling because I was in Star Wars.
I know what that is!
And enjoying myself at the most I can while being, wanting to die.
Oh yeah, when Disney took over, didn't they just sort of wipe everything off the table?
I mean, there's a story. It was written by, Mitch Dyer, full disclosure, who gave me my break as a freelancer, former IGN.
Wow.
So
we'll be right back with a look at Amazon's MMORPG New World.
News, games, and more is presented by New World.
Sometimes the best way to take a break from our world is to step into a new one.
New World is an open-world MMO with a mix of directed and sandbox gameplay. As far as the gameplay experience, it starts with our action RPG combat.
Smart delivery details
No one
for
gives a
Xbox.
shit!
Your save will transfer over from the Xbox One version to the Xbox Series X version.
Put all of the time that I'm planning on putting into that game in September, and then have holiday come around, and all of a sudden I have to start over. Like
I've got high hopes for the Xbox Series X.
But why?
I think it's very unattractive, and I don't want it in my house. It looks like he's gonna drive by me in a Jeep and throw a cigarette butt at me and tell me to go back to the other side of the tracks.
So, okay, I am not offended by it. When they first showed it, I was actually kind of like, yeah, good for everyone.
We're talking about the PS5's interface.
Who gives a shit?
Jonathan, did you catch that?
Not on first watch. I saw it after as people were posting, but yeah, it totally flew by me as it was happening. He described it as, quote, more subtle than flashy, but no pixel is untouched.
I was an idiot because I found the cross-media bar very, very confusing. But after spending this 6 to 8 months, I'm still an idiot.
When I get stuck in a game now, I just grab my phone and I, punch in IGN wikis to find the best help, and then you have to pull up like the wiki on the screen. I think that might pull you out of it a little bit there.
But turning and looking at your phone doesn't pull you out of it?
Well, I can hold my phone up like this. Oh, immersion's being broken. Boom. Phone's on the floor.
Kingdom Hearts leaks.
It is happening again.
Me, even just reading the article on IGN, I just couldn't parse what I was reading or what was going on.
Kingdom Hearts logos have beginning and end of it kind of dovetail into the middle. That means it's a game that doesn't star the protagonist Sora. But especially as we're getting into a new generation, a lot of devs and publishers like to use that as a time to like refresh a series, like especially even with like Sony first parties, like games are being called Killzone Shadowfall and not Killzone 4. So
today we talked to skating icon Tony Hawk about why fans of the original Pro Skater are gonna kick Tony Hawk.
I know it's my name, but I don't really own the rights to my name. I literally sat down with Tony Hawk. Fast forward, he puts Tony Hawk on the task and off we went. My only answer up to that point when people were asking me about doing a remaster was the Tony Hawk. I can't just suddenly fabricate a whole Tony Hawk behind me to make this happen.
Yet another charity speedrun.
Oh,
shit! J-Hobbs, is it legal for us to do 2 of these in one day?
No!
I love this idea that we stopped doing the Portal stream and then we've just been waiting here, waiting for the next one. We're joined by Rubbertoe64. Him you can't see. He's a shy boy. It's just me and you, buddy. At $23,593, which is that's a good amount, but it's not enough. If the internet's good at anything, it's for dying.
And we're gonna actually no, we're not gonna warp to it. I was doing another category the other day, so I'm a little mixed up. But yeah,
I just watched you stand on spikes. I'm
hurt.
watching it again. Could I read some donations?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, cool. Here we go. We don't have any, guys. Good stuff. Battle for Bikini Bottom is. We don't know what is. You know, it's 5:20. Everybody's gone home for the night. I own the IGN stream. I can do whatever I want. If you donate $1, you still get to type in something fun on the Tiltify thing, and I will just read it. That's worth $1, I would assume. You should see salary negotiations at my. They're like, we're gonna pay you this much, and I'm like, how much of that will restore the power to the castle? Oh, I can't wait for Arm's character in Smash. See, it's terrible! If the internet's good at anything, it's for dying. Today's been a day. I don't think my mom's watching anymore. Look at that boy. Look at him. No! Oh, he's so happy.
Yeah, this casually would take like 5 minutes, but we just do it in like 50 seconds or something.
Sounds like me eating a burrito. Am I right, boys?
I hope someone got fired for this one.
Just got another $20 donation from Zachary Robert.
You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me.
Getting us so close. Guys, I gotta announce something. We just hit our goal of $24,000. It is over. We are no longer in control. $20, who says, bruh.
I think we all can draw some inspiration from that. Now, excuse me while I'm going to kill myself.
And we're done.
That does not look natural. 2 speed runs for the price of 1. It's been a day. The epic Animal Crossing charity stream.
For natural processes, I think I'll just go out and kill myself right now.
If the internet's good at anything, it's for dying.